Why is Saddle Up Salisbury steak America's most popular Salisbury steak? Two of the reasons are flavor and creaminess. No other Salisbury steak has Saddle Up's rich, creamy texture. And no other Salisbury steak offers an official sticker on the package, proof of its smoothness. In a nationwide study of thousands of citizens with normal digestive tracts, noted steak specialists reported not a single case of irritable bowel, internal bleeding, or indigestion due to consumption of Saddle Up Salisbury steak. Taste for yourself, and you'll be the next to realize why Saddle Up Salisbury steak is the leading manufactured steak product in America and leads sales of all other factory-made Salisbury steak products by millions of barrels per year. Try it in a gelatin mold or alongside a lovely spoonful of salt. Saddle Up Salisbury steak, the creamiest canned steak with flavor in the entire world. Look for the official sticker on the box. The sticker guarantees quality Salisbury steak. This broadcast is brought to you by Wonder Glue, the one-of-a-kind adhesive you can use to fix anything. Broken vases, cups, ceramics, and even robots. In fact, the scientists at Robco have helped us with a demonstration. Here we have two refurbished robots, their parts reassembled with glue. Protectron 1 had his parts attached with industrial-strength Wonder Glue. Protectron 2 with our leading competitor's brand. How are you feeling, Protectron 1? Do your machine parts feel securely attached?
I feel wonderful. Thank you.
Well, listen to that. You sound like you're ready to patrol the streets again. And what about you, Protectron 2? Ready to get out there and defend Appalachia?
Tell me.
My word, it seems Protectron 2 doesn't have the same zest for life that Protectron 1 has. Oh dear, he's just fallen apart. At least he's in a better place now. Clean this up, will you, number 1?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Well, there you have it. 2 out of 2 Protectrons agree. If you're looking for a powerful adhesive at an affordable cost, look no further than Wonder Glue. It works wonders. Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Tonight, in Chapter 1 of Zorbo's Revenge, we find ourselves within the cold metallic walls of planet Spibulor's military headquarters. It is here, bent over a shiny titanium map of the neighboring galaxy, that the distinguished General Confusion plans his next invasion.
The glory, the gunfire, the screams of helpless civilians. Under my command, another planet will soon fall to the steely might of Spibulor. Now, if only I could make sense of this map.
Little does our alloyed overlord know that the nefarious Dr. Zorbo has infiltrated the facility and is making his way closer as we speak.
Blast this cramped air vent. I've inhaled enough Lervovium dust to power my spaceship for a century. But I should reach General Confusion's personal chambers soon enough.
Curses! This is a map of my own galaxy. No wonder I can't find the invasion target. Did I hear something? It must have been the caffeine synthesizer.
General, I'm trying to make a dramatic entrance.
An unexpected visitor. Could it be? The Emperor who battled in a magnificent race across the galaxy, who stood up to the repugnant morals of that astronaut and his monkey. You must be the one and only Captain Cosmos.
Yes, Your Honor, to me... Wait, what? You've got us backwards. I'm Dr. Zorbo.
Is that so? I can't quite see you. Let me raise my optical visor.
Watch where you're shooting. We are on the same side. At least I think we are.
My apologies. That was my optical disintegrating beam. I really need to get those buttons moved further apart.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, I am the former and future Emperor of the Universe, the glorious Dr. Zorbo. And I have heard tell of your authoritarian pursuits, General. You shall be honored to serve me in a quest to take back my rightful claim on the universe.
Excellent! My recruitment drive has really come to a standstill recently, Dr. Zirconium. To have you come and volunteer to command an army in honor of Spibulor, it brings oil to my ducts.
Oh, that is disgusting. Now, how did you even come to that misunderstanding, General? After all, your martial prowess is truly admirable. But your deductive reasoning skills... poor. I see now how you got your name.
What was that? We must band together and build a giant death machine to take down Jingles the Moon Mongoose? Now that is a directive I can agree with, Doctor. Let's get started immediately.
How did you... I didn't even make... oh, never mind. We'll sort this out later. A spiked cage? Why in the world is your personal chamber rigged with death traps?
Why, Doctor, you stepped right onto that bathroom scale. It should be quite easy to avoid.
Of course. I stepped there on purpose. It was just a test. Your deceptive ineptitude is quite a force to be reckoned with, General. Welcome to... the tea. Now let me out of here!
It takes several hours, but General Confusion finally locates the button to disarm Dr. Zorbo's unfortunate prison. Not before trying out a litany of other similarly unlabeled death trap buttons. Against all odds, the two villains come out of the ordeal unscathed, having forged an iron bond on the shared frustration of misunderstanding each other. Who will Dr. Zorbo recruit next? And when the time comes for them to face each other, will Captain Cosmos fall prey to General Confusion's baffling misconceptions?
Let's all begin. You bring the women. And I'll bring the gin. Let's go for a ride. Ain't going far. You fix the blowout. Boy, and I'll drive the car. Oh, Zazu. Oh, Zuzan. Oh, Zazu. I can't dance. Got ants in my pants. I can't dance. Got ants in my pants. I can't dance. Got ants in my pants. Oh man, Chick can't dance. Why? He's got ants in his pants.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Attention, Space Cadets! This is Captain Cosmos.
And I'm Stella Skyfire.
And together, we've got an important announcement for all you budding astronauts.
That's right. We've partnered with the good people at Don't Be Bored Games to leave you a special message in every box of the legendary rhyme.
But Stella, why not just send a letter? Or even better, a singing telegram. La 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 la!
No one wants to hear you sing, Captain. But more importantly, those messages can be intercepted by the evil Dr. Zorbo. That's why to read them, you'll need to use the special decoder ring included at the bottom of every box of sugar bombs.
But that means I'll have to finish the cereal first. Isn't that right, Stella?
Of course. Sugar Bombs is chock full of important vitamins and pep that every space captain relies on for energy, nutrition, and rocket fuel.
Canis Major! I think Jangles just took off with our breakfast.
Well, looks like we've got a flight to catch. This is Stella Skyfire.
And Captain Cosmos blasting off!
Mortimer, where did you find this classic Ming vase? Surely you asked the museum for permission.
Oh, Vanessa. First of all, it's not Ming. I would appreciate if you didn't call me a communist. Second, I didn't purchase it from the museum.
Really? Was it at the gallery in Soho?
Getting colder.
The Bohemian Art Show in France?
You're freezing. Why, at this rate, I'm going to have to ask Mr. Handy to turn on the furnace.
Well, you have to tell me. I simply must know.
I bought it at Appalachian Antiques.
Wait. You mean to tell me there's a store selling the finest in collectible antiquities right here in West Virginia?
That's correct. It's just up the road, north of Fort Defiance. Art and antiques at prices only a true Watogan can afford.
Oh, thank heavens. I wouldn't want to run into any poor people on the way.
Nor would I, Vanessa. Nor would I.
Appalachian Antiques, the finest goods and antiquities for sale, but never on.
Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible, where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astoundingly awesome tales. From the pages of Pope, straight to your radio dial, join us once again as the Guild of Antiquities journey through time to uncover the mysteries of history. Led by the intrepid Katie Inkwell, listen as we unravel the most exciting enigmas of yesterday and tomorrow discover the secrets of lost artifacts, and encounter untold danger.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 1 of Escape from the 42nd Century, another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. We find ourselves in the hallowed halls of the Guild of Antiquity's hidden headquarters, far from the prying eyes of the common man. A bold experiment is underway, which hopes to dramatically improve the accuracy of the technology for time travel.
Miss Inkwell, please, hand me that chronometric calibrator. The time synchronization crystals are exhibiting very unusual resonation frequencies. Perhaps the new calculations will work after all. However, I must be sure.
Here you go, Dr. Jenkins. I know this will work. After all, you invented the Chronotron backpacks.
Indeed I did, KD. And these synchronization crystals are at the heart of that technology. Why, without them locking in the coordinates of a specific point of space-time, an operative could be catapulted to a time beyond our comprehension.
Our operatives all understand the danger, Doctor. Our skills plus your gadgets have gotten us out of the tightest spots imaginable. Never you mind theoretical problems. Just help me secure the Chronotron to my back and let's continue the testing.
Always appreciate your moxie, KD. Forgive an old man his worrisome ways. I've made some small adjustments to the experimental calculations, and I'll input them whenever you're ready.
No time like the present, Doctor.
Quite right. A quick audit, then. Atomic cells to full, synchronization crystals aligned, flux channels cleared. It appears we're ready to engage. Now I must simply enter the new calculations and... The readings are off the charts! Take off the backpack, KD! Quickly, before...
That doesn't sound quite right, Dr. Jenkins.
With a crackle and a pop, Inkwell's malfunctioning Chronotron backpack spontaneously activates, opening a surprise time portal and drawing her in. Her synchronization crystals unable to lock, she spins uncontrolled through the winding pathways of time. How far has she gone? And what strange unknowns will she find on the other side?
Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, to bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake by an old mama line. Can't no high-toned woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Gee, Sally, is that a Porta-Diner guaranteed fresh pie?
It sure is, Billy. I always enjoy a Porta-Diner guaranteed fresh pie after dinner.
That sure does smell fresh. Where can I get a Porta-Diner guaranteed fresh pie?
Well, Billy, you can find a Porta-Diner guaranteed fresh pie at your neighborhood Red Rocket and other fine establishments.
How swell. I'm gonna get a Porta-Diner guaranteed fresh pie today.
Nothing hits your belly finer than goodies from a Porta-Diner.
Guaranteed fresh.
Well, I've stopped the alien invasion and saved the planet once more. Time for an ice-cold beer.
But is it ice cold? Or is it room temperature?
Room temperature, Ronaldo. But my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour. For behold, I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your drinks.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No, it's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cool, even when temperatures aren't. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A curse on you and variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're the real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning now. She calls me. The radio
gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
The thrilling tale of Zorbo's Revenge continues tonight as Dr. Zorbo makes his way to the ocean world of Maul, accompanied by his new ally, General Confusion. Here, in the floating wave city, Dr. Zorbo seeks the recently invented Phlogiston Drive, an engine of terrible power that is perfectly suited to serve his fearsome Star Mangler. We join the action as Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion stalk the salt-sprayed streets of nighttime Wave City, approaching the warehouse where the Phlogiston Drive is stored.
Quietly now, General. Dr. Zorbo fears no man. However, we must take the drive under cover of darkness. This engine is a formidable source of power. With it at the heart of my Star Mangler, no authority in the galaxy will be able to stop me in my quest to destroy Captain Cosmos. At last we're here. We shall use the repulsor bells to lift ourselves unseen. To the roof, Confusion!
Ha! This warehouse door is no match for the metallic might of General Confusion. A bold entrance, exactly as planned.
Your fearsomeness is matched only by your foolishness, General. Let us act with haste before your blundering attracts unwanted attention.
Inside the darkened space of the warehouse, Dr. Zorbo seeks out the crate where the Phlogiston Drive is stored, only to find that someone else has gotten there first.
Get a move on, boys! That high-tech whatchamacallit is gonna make me the richest octopus this side of the galactic center.
Boss, I don't know how we're gonna get this thing out of here. Ain't none of us strong enough to lift it.
Use some of those anti-grav dollies over there, you morons! Any other you sea cucumbers got any dumb questions? I got 8 arms and a saw for every one of them, so think real careful-like before you ask. I crawled out of the sea and built a criminal empire the likes of which this planet has never seen, and I still gotta put up with these palookas?
Dr. Zorbo, that squid is stealing the engine we came to steal. Are we stealing from them, or are they stealing from us?
What's that? Somebody call me a squid? I cannot imagine why I brought you on a stealth mission, General.
Agreed, Dr. Zorbo. A job like this requires daring and a full frontal assault, exactly as we discussed.
Whoever you are back there, you better get ready to sleep with the fishes. I got a whole chopper squad here to fill you full of holes. Get 'em, boys!
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion hide behind a wall of crates as the octopoid mobsters' weapons rain screaming energy blasts in their direction.
Pinned down by the hapless minions of a backwater gangster, this insult shall not go unavenged. These hooligans will flee without their leader. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will die.
Snake, where?
It was a metaphor, you simpleton. Swiftly now, General. Use your optical beam disintegrator and destroy this mobster mollusk.
Nothing could be simpler for the steely warlord of Spipula.
General Confusion's optical disintegrator lances skyward in a brilliant blast of energy. A girder from the structure above crashes to the ground, landing upon the advancing gunman.
That's exactly the opposite of what I meant, buffoon. However, I cannot fault the results. So now, to face this eight-legged strong-armer.
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion emerge from their hiding place, squaring off against the furious Octosaw.
So, you're the creeps trying to muscle in on my legitimate theft. A tin-man and a bubble-brained clown. Well, that might be a fancy weapon you got, but I ain't met a goon yet who can face down the furious blades of Octosaw. I'm gonna cut you both down to chum! Circle behind him, Confusion. He may have 8 arms, but he can't look in 2 directions at the same time.
A cunning plan, Doctor.
No, you idiot! That's the exit! Go forget it! Octosaw, is it? Look, if profit is your goal, perhaps I have an offer that would interest you. Yeah? It'd have to be pretty good. This here Flogi Whatsit is worth a lot of credits. Why shouldn't I just kill you and take it? Well then, I shall tell you. Imagine the money you could make with the power of the most fearsome evil minds in the galaxy at your side. The breadth of your criminal empire when, with my help, you spread it well beyond this soggy den of misery. Imagine what you could get away with in a galaxy without that do-gooder, Captain Cosmos. I am the once and future Emperor of the universe, Dr. Zorbo. Give me the Flungston Drive, and join me in my quest to reclaim my throne. And I shall bring you power and wealth, undreamt of, and your little octo-fantasies. Emperor, eh? Sounds like a lot of dough in that racket. Oh, yes. Fathomless riches. All yours, too. If you help me. All right, Zorbo, you got yourself a deal. I need a vacation anyway. But you even think of cutting me out of the payoff, and perish the thought.
And so, the evil Dr. Zorbo enlisted the help of the mollusk mob boss of Maw, gaining yet another villainous ally in his quest to defeat Captain Cosmos once and for all. The Star Mangler moves ever closer to completion as Dr. Zorbo installs its new Phlogiston Drive. With the tentacle terror of Octosaw at his side and General Confusion's confusion corrected, what malevolent master of mayhem will Dr. Zorbo seek out next?
And stage satellites, social debs, and high habilites, massives, glasses, doing the uptown lowdown, where they spend their simoleons just to watch those Creolians skipping, hipping, doing the uptown lowdown. You'll find laughter after midnight, that's their playtime, high-hay time. What price? Yeah, man. Bankers with their Cinderellatives listening to those high-elatives up in Harlem doing the uptown lowdown.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Susan. What you doing?
Howdy-ho, James. What's the game?
I'm so hungry I could eat for days.
Come on now, James. Don't be sad. Look over there. It's the fancy lad.
Ha ha ho! Hello there, children. How would you fancy some of my delicious Fancy Lad snack cakes?
Wow! Thanks, fancy lad.
Wow! Thanks, fancy lad.
I'll take my snack cakes across the world for the fancy boys and the fancy girls.
Fancy lad's the best in town. That fancy lad really gets around.
Devilish Dan, don't you do what Devilish Dan does.
Boy, Mr. Mosley, these bushes sure are thorny, huh?
They sure are. Watch your hands.
Oh, is that a bird's nest hidden in the thicket?
Get out of those bushes, Dan.
Hold on, I'm going to get me an egg. Careful, Mr. Mosley, those bushes are thorny.
Oh. Done it again. Devilish Dan.
Mr. Mosley, what are you doing playing in the bushes? Come on into the house, Dan. Time for your favorite snack. Yum Yum Pure Dried Whole Deviled Eggs.
Yum, yum!
Devilish Dan, don't you do what Devilish Dan does. Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible, where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astoundingly awesome tales. From the pages of Pope, straight to your radio dial. Join us once again as the Guild of Antiquities journey through time to uncover the mysteries of history. Led by the intrepid Katie Inkwell, listen as we unravel the most exciting enigmas of yesterday and tomorrow. Discover the secrets of lost artifacts and encounter untold danger.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 2 of Escape from the 42nd Century, another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. We rejoin our adventure in progress, with our hero flung far from her present to a dystopian possible future. A world dominated by a nefarious hive mind of dolphin-human hybrid creatures bent on converting the last remnants of humanity into their soulless collective.
Well, this is new, and I don't think this is the past. The History Deck's time locator seems to be reading... This can't be right. The 42nd century? Maybe Jenkins' calculations weren't ready to experiment with after all. The Chronotron Backpack's time crystals are completely out of sync, and will need quite some time to realign themselves to my point of origin. What is with all the propaganda around here? Are those walking dolphins?
All sublimation candidates in Group 5B must report to Station Sigma immediately. Compliance breeds excellence.
That sounds ominous. Judging by the posters around here, I'm guessing that this mind organization isn't exactly welcoming of regular humans like me. Better find a spot to lay low as the time crystals resynchronize.
Halt there, unevolved! We will capture you!
Uh-oh, that's not good. Atomic Quill, don't fail me now. That blinding flash bought me a bit of time for my escape, but I need to get out of here in a hurry if I don't want fins.
Strange one, over here. I am the help you need.
Thanks for saving me. By bringing me to the sewer.
Sewer home is the best home. The mine soldiers never venture to these depths.
I don't mean to seem ungrateful. This is all so new to me, I haven't had a chance to understand this brave new world. Let's start with something simple. Who exactly are you?
I have a name, as I am singular. I am the one called Jason David Braden. Proud unevolved, leader of the human resistance cell of Sector 19. Are you singular?
I'm KD Inkwell, the one and only. I have some time to kill before I can return to my home. Sector. Did I hear something on the loudspeakers earlier about sublimation candidates?
Come, there are friends you must meet. We will explain all.
Looking forward to finding out more about this wild world of yours.
A wild world indeed, KD. Lost in time in a land ruled by a heinous collective of genetic monstrosities, without free will, love, or any vestiges of compassion. Will Inkwell survive long enough for her crystals to sink back to her own time? Will she fall under the ire of mine and be forced to join the assimilated masses of dolphin-human hybrids herself? Who is the resistance of Sector 19? And will she be able to return the noble favor of Jason David Braden? Find out all this and more in the exciting conclusion to Escape from the 42nd Century.
To talk with all by myself, no one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you, for you, for you, for you. I know for certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you. I don't stay up late, got no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Mrs. Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this whole quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? It sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice-cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Oh boy, that's a swell idea. But I don't get it. How does that change anything?
Think about it in terms of the number 2. Before we opened this box, the cat was 2 things, alive and dead. And when we quantumize Nuka-Cola, it also becomes 2 things, flavorful and thirst-quenching.
Oh, I get it. It's all about the number 2. That's why Nuka-Cola Quantum has twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
Now you're thinking in quantum, Bobby.
So, can I drink that Nuka-Cola, Mrs. Woodbury? I'm awful thirsty.
I'll tell you what. You do well on the exam tomorrow, and I'll give a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum to the whole class. And that goes double for you kids at home. Drink Nuka-Cola Quantum for twice the refreshment and twice the pep, and you'll ace every test.
Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Tonight, in Chapter 3 of Zorbo's Revenge, we travel to the far-flung reaches of space and the dual worlds of Y. A curiosity in planetary formation, the dual worlds of Y formed in tandem and share a single orbit. Travel between the two worlds began early in their culture development, and the war between them ravaged both sides for generations before they enacted the policy for greater unity. At birth, all YENs are biologically joined with a counterpart of the opposing planet, forming a binary culture that ended a millennia of global strife. Now the conflict is contained locally, as the forced conjoined twins live a life of constant bickering. Two such twins are the genius scientists Opus and Obra. Dr. Zorbo is seeking out their dual-core binary fusion processor technology to power the supercomputer of his Star Mangler. The twins have nearly perfected the final prototype, but have reached an impasse with yet another disagreement.
Ha! That is the 5th time I found a flaw in your work just today. Look here. You wrongfully connected the thermal turbine to the nuclear transistors. Wow, how juvenile.
IQ on your world must be lower than I thought. That is clearly a Podensky-Kruger bridge connecting the two transistors. And that's not a thermal turbine, it's a cooler diode, you dunce! Idiot.
You You wouldn't know a Podensky-Kruger bridge if it connected your eyebrows together.
While these two wrangle one another, I shall sneak by, and then the prototype will be mine. The Star Mangler will have the most advanced computer in the universe.
As Opus and Obra fight toe-to-toe, swinging their fists wildly at one another, Dr. Zorbo awkwardly sneaks behind them, laser-focused on pilfering the paradigm-shifting prototype processor. Fixated on his banditry, Zorbo is completely unaware that the scuffle between the conjoined duo has escalated from fisticuffs to firearms.
Obra, you twit! Nobody calls me second-rate. How about a blast from my repulsor ray? Huh?
You missed it! From there! Your aim is as pathetic as your world's soldering skills. Look! You even hit some sort of wrinkly space frog.
You're right. I think I hit a weird walking jar of pudding. You must have left the door open again, letting all manner of riffraff in here.
Riffraff? Why, I am the former and future Emperor of the entire universe, including you two insignificant bickering balls of binary blunders. Now, hand over that fusion processor and you can get back to killing each other. We may hate each other, but we hate thieves even more. I don't care who you think you are. From our perspective, you're just the Emperor of Cat Burglars. I see that I have underestimated you two geniuses. Your intelligence is obviously unequal, but how am I to know which of you is the most intelligent? I could use more brain power on my growing crew, but of course, only the very best.
Well, obviously I'm the clear choice. That moron Obra is slower than a Devalian space snail. He couldn't cogitate his way out of a wet paper bag.
Ha! My bone-headed brother Opus is so dense, he once ate a box of animal crackers and was worried he was no longer vegetarian. I am quite clearly the superior option. I suppose I'll need further time to decide. You may both join my crew for evaluation on the condition that you bring along that dual-core binary fusion processor.
We accept your offer. I'll finally have an opportunity to prove that I am the dominant half in this unfortunately codependent relationship.
And I shall at last be able to show the world that this simpleton has been holding me back our whole lives. Then pack up your gear, you bickering binary buffoons. We have a mission to accomplish. With this new supercomputer at my command, I am even closer to my ultimate revenge on the dreaded Captain Cosmos.
And so, the brilliant Dr. Zorbo tamed the feud between the twins, not only gaining two more diabolical colleagues, but also yet another tool in his arsenal to enact his vengeance on Captain Cosmos. His plans moving quickly to fruition, Dr. Zorbo's wicked schemes are even further on the path to villainous victory. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Lost your job? Corvega went hasta la vista? Well, fret no more. It's time to pick up your axe and become a guitar ace. There's no better axe to grind than Grognak's axe. With power pulsating through 6 steel strings, you'll be able to harness your inner barbarian and hammer on some tunes. Grognak's axe features solid body construction and dual coil pickups to deliver an onslaught of unstoppable sound. So forget your bills. Spend that last paycheck on the only weapon you need. Grognak's axe.
Grognak's axe officially licensed the Unstoppables product available at participating music supply stores near you.
Are you tired of the rat race, the hustle and bustle, and the governments with their atom bomb bingo? Do you remember a simpler time of peace and prosperity when the world still had meaning? Perhaps it's time for you to let go and find a different way. Employing ancient techniques honed by ascetic monks, the Palace of the Winding Path will take you on a journey of hope and self-fulfillment to help you rediscover the one person you've neglected in these anxious, trying times. Yourself.
Everyone here is real swell. They taught me wholeness and how to be one with the universe. Suddenly, the moral decline of America just didn't bother me so much.
In the palace, I learned to part from the material. With every dollar I gave away, I found the hurt fleeing from my body. Now I have nothing, and I've never felt freer. I think that's just nifty.
My husband didn't understand. My children, less so. But I found something greater. Meaningful. Every day I cleanse my spirit, and I find myself thinking about them less and less. Golly, today was supposed to be one of their birthdays. I don't even remember which one. It's liberating.
Just off the 95 and 98, the palace welcomes all who seek true enlightenment. Talk to a disciple today and learn about our special discount on oil cleansings. At the Palace of the Winding Path, you can free your mind and expand your consciousness. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Tonight, in Chapter 4 of Zorbo's Revenge, the former Emperor of the Universe momentarily excuses himself from the company of his growing team of villains to attend an unexpected event. He sits unnoticed amidst an audience of a business conference at the luxurious Long Neck Corporation headquarters on Triton 5. To thunderous applause, a tall, spotted, sophisticated figure emerges atop the stage, the renowned heir to the Long Neck Corporation, Baron von Longneck himself.
What a racket. How great could this Baron von Longneck possibly be? Tall men with inherited wealth, they have it so Is that a giraffe?
Honored guests, I offer you a warm welcome to the Long Neck Corporation, where dreams are possessed, funded, and advertised into fruitful realities. Today, we are here to talk about a product that will change the face of not just Triton 5, not just the galaxy, but the universe as we know it. And while I hate to leave you all in suspense, I believe that the best way to unveil this product would be to have one of you experience it for the first time right here on stage. Might I have a volunteer from the audience? Anyone?
Oh, my goodness, what claptrap. Hurry up and get this presentation over with so I can accost this mammalian baron about my plan.
So many eager volunteers to choose from. Ah, yes. The robed gentlefolk with the exposed brain chamber. You look like a person of fine product testing capabilities. Could I persuade you to join me on stage?
I can handle anything. Though I'm usually the one testing my own products of destruction. I suppose I can make an exception.
I am so pleased to have you demonstrate the Long Neck Corporation's latest and greatest innovation, which definitely exists and will be unveiled in just a moment. But before we start, your name is...
You claim not to recognize me? Baron von Longneck. Thank you for allowing me to introduce myself to the willing subjects of your audience. I am the one, the only, the great blast! What happened to the lights? The audience. Has the curtain fallen?
Now that we're alone, I know who you are, Dr. Zorbo. You are a prestigious man, one admired by many of our galaxy's wealthiest players. Your recent defeat to Captain Cosmos lowered your stock value, but we can run an advertising campaign to fix that.
My stock value? Explain yourself at once, you insipid camel leopard!
The truth is, Dr. Zorbo, I know more about you than you would ever like me to know.
What is this? I can hardly... Photographs? How did you get these?
No one can hide the secrets from my agents. They're extremely well paid. Now, Dr. Zorbo, unless you want these photographs of you broadcast across the universe, you will agree to sign a 10-year unpaid contract with us. I'm offering you a chance to go down in history as the Long Neck Corporation's chief celebrity icon. Or as the disgraced criminal that you are.
No. I'm not made to serve a galactic megacorporation. I'm made to rule the universe as a genius, Dr. Zorbo, a free agent. But those photographs would screw me.
We will squeeze every drop of material value out of you, Dr. Zorbo, and when you are stone dry, we will put a filter on you and make the consumer see an oasis.
The cornered Dr. Zorbo wrings his hands, synapses firing into overdrive as he cogitates a way out of this corporate conundrum. Soon he realizes that the charismatic wiles of the calm, towering creature have completely distracted him from his original plan. He has something to offer this megalomaniac, something far more symbiotic than his servitude.
You know, Baron, I believe I have a better offer for you. It's the reason I came here, after all. If the Long Neck Corporation were to fund a project, say, I don't know, a starship strong enough to reclaim my dominion over the universe, that would make for some fantastic press for your corporation, don't you think?
A new project? Our idea room has gotten rather stale recently. You have my attention, Dr. Zorbo. Perhaps we could be partners. Why don't you give me your pitch?
With that, Dr. Zorbo and the industrious Baron von Longneck got to work forming a perilous business partnership. Perilous for Dr. Zorbo, now facing the signature line of a 2.3 billion page contract. But even more perilous still for Captain Cosmos, who is yet to confront the indomitable power of the now-funded Star Mangler. Who else will Dr. Zorbo recruit before this terrifying project is finished? Find out on the next episode of Zorbo's Revenge.
Well, twirl my turban, man alive. Here comes Mr. 5 by 5. He's one of those big, fat, bouncing boys. Solid avenue poise. Mr. 5 by 5. He's 5 feet tall and he's 5 feet wide. He don't measure no more from head to toe than he do from side to side. Mr. 5 by 5 got 15 chins and a line of jive. He's a mellow old cat, a real half-fat. He be Mr. 5 by 5. That man can really jump it for a fat man. The only trouble is there's no way of knowing whether he's coming on or going. Mr. 5 by 5 is slightly plump on his butter side. He don't shake it no more from head to toe than he do from side to side.
That man can really jump it for a fat man.
Fat man.
Boys, the trouble is there's no way of knowing
Whether he's coming on or going, Mr. 5 by 5. He's 5 feet tall and he's 5 feet wide. He don't measure no more from head to toe than it do from side to side. Mr. 5 by 5.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Come join us at Watoga High School on Saturday, November 6th to see Watoga High Drama perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes like Platinum.
Liberty, it wasn't just meant for me and you. It's our destiny to show the rest our point of view.
Brick House.
The Yukon 5, take no prisoners, we must defeat the Ice Vein Commissioner, Chaos!
And more, like they've never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh, cheer, and sing along. Children ages 17 and up who want to become a real member of the Power Patrol can speak to a U.S. Army recruiter just outside the auditorium before and after the show.
Spread the word to every nation.
Liberty, your voice is strong.
Armor Ace!
Doors open at 6 on Saturday, November 6th. Don't miss the automotive event of the year. That's right, it's time for the Halloween Night Demolition Derby! Right here at the Tyler County Dirt Track with Hot Rod Daniels on the track. Anything can happen, folks, so you're not gonna want to miss this! Come on out on Halloween Sunday and watch these brave men and women battle for Derby domination! Does a fusion flea have what it takes against a careening Corvega? Or will it get stomped like a bug? The only way to find out is to be there. Watoga High Robotics Club is keeping our event safe again this year with another robotic judge. If you're on the track, you're either surrounded by steel or made of steel.
Please do not strike me with your Corvega Atomic V8. I am not worth any points.
Tickets and concession sales help support the Robotics Club. So come on out, enjoy a pickaxe Pilsner, and show your support for the finest minds of the next generation.
I hope I am still operational next year. I am afraid.
See you at the Tyler County Dirt Track, where the fun comes at you head on.
Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible, where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astoundingly awesome tales. From the pages of Pope, straight to your radio dial, join us once again as the Guild of Antiquities journey through time to uncover the mysteries of history. Led by the intrepid Katie Inkwell, listen as we unravel the most exciting enigmas of yesterday and tomorrow, discover the secrets of lost artifacts, and encounter untold danger.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 3, the final installment of Escape from the 42nd Century, the exciting conclusion of this classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. Deep under the sprawling metropolis of Sector 19 above, we rejoin our hero in the sewers below, in the company of the human resistance to mind, who seek to sublimate the last of the uninvolved into their genetically altered collective consciousness.
Quite a resistance you have gathered here, Jason.
These are all the brave warriors of individuality. The mind has control, but we have ourselves.
Where did those crazy walking dolphins come from, anyway?
The mind was not always. The science of long ago had discovered the secret of the triple helix. Thus was born the seeds of our genetic oppression. Soon after were melded the first minds. From then, war.
And those tuna-smelling porpoise people use Station Sigma to convert humans into their ranks, against their will?
Station Sigma is the end of many individuals. Kaylin Peyton Braden is there, my sister. Tomorrow she will be singular no more.
Your sister is going to be turned into one of those things? We have to stop them.
It's impossible. We are but individuals.
Individuals are strong. Together.
Individuals strong. Together. Individuals strong. Together. We will follow you. Ready to strike when the moment is right.
No time like the present, Jason.
With her newfound collective of individualists, Katie Inkwell charged forth to the genetic conversion vats at Station Sigma of Sector 19. The battle that ensued will be told for ages, as KD's atomic quill was able to disrupt the hive mind link. The chaos that this created allowed for the resistance to easily overpower their dolphin overlords and save Kaylin Peyton Braden from a life of tuna paste and servitude.
Today has blown the winds of change. Individuals strong together.
Time crystal synchronized.
That's my cue. Take care of yourself, Jason David Braden.
Farewell, strange one.
Inkwell, you're alive. What happened? I was scared half to death.
Let's just say I've lost my appetite for tuna sandwiches for a while.
With a moral, and all you gals better pay some mind. 'Cause if you find a man worth keeping, be satisfied, make sure to treat him kind, because a good man is hard to find. You'll always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you turn around and find him messing around some other gal, and then you rave. You even crave to see him laying right in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty of loving, treat him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find. You know, girls, once I had a man of my own, yeah. And since he's gone, boy, I really miss him. You see, most girls have to kiss a man to hold him. But me, I have to hold him to kiss him. Oh, he wasn't much on looks or culture, and he had a funny pan. As a matter of fact, he wasn't much of anything, but at least he was a man. And if he comes back to my little grass shack, I'm gonna hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty loving, treat him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find. once. And when that once is gone, sister, it's gone forever. So girls, if you get a man, there's just one but. Keep a smile on your face and keep your big mouth shut. I've learned my lesson now and everything's fine. And if he comes back, I'll never, never step out of line. 'Cause I know what to do when the day is through. Gonna hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty loving, treat him right. Because a good man nowadays is hard to
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Mitchell. Ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees.
Bees?
Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha, are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my Mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important announcement. The Unstoppables need your help, and fast. The Diabolicals have trapped them in a sinister maze, and only you have the power to guide them out.
But I'm no superhero. What can I do to save them?
You can do plenty with an unstoppable attitude, $50, and your parents' permission. You too can be a champion of truth, justice, and capitalism. Advance across the Unstoppables versus the Diabolicals game board to free our 5 heroes and beat these dastardly Diabolicals at their own game.
Gosh, that sounds amazing. But I've got a lot of homework. Shouldn't I do that first?
There's no time. The fate of the universe is on the line, and the clock is ticking. Put down your pencil, hurry to your nearest retailer, and ask about the Unstoppables versus the Diabolicals game board today.
Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Tonight, in Chapter 5 of Zorbo's Revenge, we rejoin the devious Zorbo on the lifeless world of Appalachia, where he aims to recruit dastardly villains from the ranks of the Immortals.
Never did I ever think I would return to this accursed planet. How the mighty have fallen, to come crawling for help back here. What? Who's there?
A towering figure emerges from the fog, clad in the suit of an alien cosmonaut. His face, a ghostly visage, a mirage, twisted into the shape of a horrifying skull.
Oh, don't recognize me, my nemesis. It has been 30,000 years after all.
30,000 years since you stole my most prized possessions and my life.
30,000? No, it can't be. You're...
Indeed. You knew me then as Orcos, Archon of Osteopolis, but those days are long past. Ever since you stole my cuffs of immortality, your star has risen while mine has flickered and faded. I was ostracized, exiled, and cursed. And look at the result. Now I am Skellscream, the haunted howler, the most fearsome bounty hunter among the undead.
Stole? I remember a friendly wager, a battle of wits. My winning that battle, of course, fair and square.
Ah, we both know you won on a technicality, but that time is long past, and my rage has since subsided. Despite losing my cuffs, I regained my immortality, albeit in a ghastly, horrific way. I'm more interested in your recent humiliations. The so-called Emperor of the Universe losing a great galactic race to an Earthman and his pet monkey. That sight is worth 1,000 curses.
Yes, well, we shall see who's laughing once my army and I blow his pathetic planet to smithereens. By the way, did you say bounty hunter?
Yes! The most fearsome among the undead. Why do you ask?
Look, this is a little awkward for me, but I am currently seeking assistance. Simply help me defeat Captain Cosmos and that blasted Jangles, and the wealth of the universe could be yours.
Intriguing, little Zorbo. Intriguing. I accept, but I spit on your offer of wealth. I will do this for my own reasons. To succeed where you have failed, and claim victory over a foe that even you cannot vanquish. Yes, it feels good. Damn, I haven't laughed that long in centuries.
Skellscream cackles into the Osteopolis Evernight, and Dr. Zorbo has gained another powerful ally. His evil army continues to grow, and together they march toward confrontation. Will the horrible Skellscream succeed where Dr. Zorbo has failed? Stay tuned, listeners.
Stop me now. I don't want to commit no murder. McNeil, Don't steal my wheel. I'll buy you anything on the menu. 'Cause, boy, I gotta go to South Polk, West Virginia.
And now, a word from our sponsors. The sound you are hearing comes to you from the Sonic Squire, a brand new speaker system featured in theaters, studios, and soon, your living room. This marvelous, lifelike, one-of-a-kind sound was developed by the scientists at Sonic Sound Systems and is used in motion pictures, concerts, and educational programming worldwide. Imagine your family sitting down and listening to our Commander-in-Chief's fireside chats in crystal clear audio.
Well, I'm just a mechanic. I don't need high-fidelity, laser-crisp sound when I'm working on my car.
You may be okay living in mediocrity, Jim, but what about your children? Consider the lesson you're teaching them.
Golly, I didn't think of that.
That's the problem, Jim. You didn't think. And now little Timmy's going to spend the rest of his life doing things halfway.
Oh, no. What have I done?
Don't worry, Jim. It's not too late. Buy a Sonic Squire, and you'll not only enjoy spectacular, stunning, high-quality audio in your home, but you'll be setting your children up for a future of success.
I'll put it in order right now for the garage and the living room. And then maybe someday, President Timmy.
Why not? With high-intensity, intrepidly bold sound, anything is possible. Visit your local electronics store and ask about the Sonic Squire, the leading brand in audio today. Calling all adventurers. Take a tour of the uncanny caverns today. Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress, where man's inexorable march towards doom has no sway. Learn about the legendary Night Kid, half boy, half bat, all terror. What's that? You want me to tell them about our discount on premium tours, where you explore hidden formations of ancient rock, all at rock-bottom prices? Not to worry, my nocturnal neighbor. I've got it all taken care of. That's why they pay me the big bucks, and you a bucket of moths. Explore a piece of Appalachian history and take a tour of the uncanny caverns today. Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Zorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe.
Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived, and I will have my revenge.
Welcome back to Zorbo's Revenge. Tonight, in Chapter 6, Dr. Zorbo finds himself on the technologically advanced planet of Ketson Prime, whose inhabitants are so focused on technological advancement that they have no idea what to do with their bounty of scientific developments. We join Zorbo at the planet's annual Galactic Science Fair as he interviews candidates to lead the development of the ultimate superweapon, the Star Mangler.
What are these worthless inventions? Do you not understand the importance of my mission? Get out of my sight immediately!
Why, I never.
Get out, or I shall be forced to call the gods.
Thank you for your time.
The incompetence on this planet is nauseating. I thought for certain that I would be able to find a capable scientist here, but they're all such hopeless buffoons. Coordinator, cancel the rest of the interviews. I am leaving this wretched planet.
I apologize in advance for debilitating the interview coordinator, but she refused to allow me in. Don't worry, she's not dead, but she won't be waking up any time soon. Now we can speak in private. Dr. Zorbo.
I mean, just one moment. Humor me a little bit. Who in their right mind would violently barge in here and then expect to gain an audience with me?
There's no need to be so uptight, Dr. Zorbo. You're in the company of Ketson Prime's peerless prodigy, Floating Face Farah. I have a proposition for you today that I believe will be mutually beneficial.
Floating Face Farah? I've never heard of you. Look, I've seen enough useless inventions today. Guards, remove her from my sight.
Unfortunately, the guards won't be coming, Dr. Zorbo. I took the liberty of disabling them in advance to avoid any unnecessary interruptions.
Then it seems I must remove you myself. You've made a grave mistake by angering me today, Floating Face Farah. I am the unstoppable Dr. Zorbo.
In a fury, Dr. Zorbo throws a mighty punch toward Floating Face Farah. As Zorbo lunges forward, Farah deftly reveals a hidden holster underneath her suit jacket. She draws the weapon with expert precision, firing a seemingly fatal shot directly into Zorbo's chest.
Is this the end for Dr. Zorbo? Know that I shall haunt you forever, you pest! Wait a moment. Why am I not dying? Your pathetic weapon cannot harm the great Zorbo.
Of course not, Dr. Zorbo. That was merely a stun ray to prove my skills. Why would I want to kill my future employer?
Oh, well, I suppose you've shown some merit. Perhaps I was too hasty in my judgment. All right, you have my attention.
Excellent. I knew we could have a civil discussion. Quite frankly, I grow tired of my home planet. None of my fellow Ketsonians have any grand ambition. They invent useless trinkets without any purpose, immediately neglecting them to discover something new. I refuse to continue participating in this pointless cycle. Please allow me to join your cause so that I can finally see my inventions put to real use.
And so it seems there's at least one scientist on this planet who isn't a complete fool. But you're aware that there is a glaring problem with your proposition, Farah. I cannot kill Captain Cosmos with mere stun rays.
Not to worry, Dr. Zorbo. That's where my latest creation comes into play. The Food Blaster 9000. It generates a 1 billion gigawatt laser, which is separated into millions of more controllable micro lasers. These micro lasers are then shot at the food thousands of times within a nanosecond. Any meal will be perfectly heated and ready for consumption in under a second.
I'm not really following. Are you actually proposing we melt his tongue by superheating his lunch? Look, my plan is much larger than that. It's enormous, even. What I need is to complete the Star-Mangler's main cannon to absolutely pulverize Captain Cosmos and his puny planet Earth.
Allow me to reiterate. 1 billion gigawatt laser. If focused on a single target, from my calculations, that much energy would be capable of destroying an entire star system. Are you following me now, Dr. Zorbo?
Absolutely brilliant. Standing ovation. Say no more.
Floating face, Farah, as of this moment, I officially declare you my Lord of Destruction. You will join me and bring life to the greatest super weapon of all time, the Star-Mangler.
Finally, the universe will know the name Floating Face Farah!
With the Lord of Destruction now in his ranks, Dr. Zorbo moves one step closer to completing construction of the Star-Mangler. Will Captain Cosmos prevail against such a powerful superweapon? Or is Earth doomed to become space dust? Find out more in the exciting next chapter of Zorbo's Revenge.
Aboard this train, everybody get on, ready, let's go, boys. Kick it off, Leon, kick it off. Oh, swing out here now. Brother Al, play it now. Yeah. All out and down, loving me.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Good evening, America. I'm Dr. Huckabee, a leading nuclear physician. Every red-blooded American knows that living in the nuclear age means we're surrounded by healthy waves of atomic energy. Now, although all of us know that radiation's warm glow is good for the brain, eyes, and skin, certain individuals of frailer constitution have been known to suffer some small health effects. That's why 9 out of 10 of my colleagues recommend a daily dose of Rad-X, America's preferred anti-rad medication. Rad-X bolsters your body's own radiation resistance. Doctors spell safety RAD-X.
What's that blocking the skies? Is it a solar eclipse? A Manhattan skyscraper violating height restriction laws? No, it's Roborilla. Made from 8,000 tons of Detroit steel, American ingenuity, and pure elbow grease. Fresh off his conquering of the giant Manzaloid, the mechanical mammoth returns for his greatest challenge yet. American politics.
I'm sorry, Roborilla. While your legislation manages to somehow end world hunger, solve the pollution crisis, and balance the budget, I'm afraid I can't vote for it. Which is why when the session begins, I plan to filibuster the... Wait, what are you doing?
Congratulations, Roborilla. I can't wait to sign your proposal into law. By the way, you've got something in your teeth. Is that Senator Colburn's leg?
Watch as this titanium titan navigates politics, corruption, and backroom deals the only way he knows how, with no regard for human life. See it all and more in this thrilling motion picture event. Roborilla goes to Washington.
Good morning, everyone! Are you feeling tired this morning? Are you just not a morning person? Or maybe you're just looking for a good drink to start the day with? Well, coming to Slocum's Joe was the right choice. How can I help the next person in line have a good morning?
Hey there, Doughboy. Oh, I can't seem to wake up today. Got any specials running?
I sure do. For only $30, you can get a large coffee and a delicious jelly donut. That should perk you right up.
Wow, only $30? I found $30 in my back pocket yesterday. I'll take one.
Here you go.
Oh, this is delicious. Thanks, Doughboy. I feel more awake already.
Disclaimer. Slocum Joes cannot be held responsible for any burns caused by ingesting their products. Modern mothers know they're busy all throughout the day, and morning is no exception. How can the mother on the go find time to ensure her family gets the nutrition they need?
You can say that again. Some days there's just no time to cook, and my children are such fussy eaters.
Worry no more, Mom. Just turn to Sugar Bombs, America's leading breakfast cereal. Just add cold milk, and your family has a delicious and nutritious breakfast. With 47 grams of sugar per serving, you can feel confident your loved ones will have the energy they need to face the day.
Thanks, Sugar Bombs.
And they're not just good for you. Kids love the delicious taste. Isn't that right, Billy?
That's right, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Billy, average American boy. Gosh, I sure do love Sugar Bomb cereal. It puts a real pep in my step. What's more, right now, if you collect 10 box tops from Sugar Bomb cereal, you can send them in for a real Dr. Zorbo decoder wristband and a booklet of fun activities. It's swell.
Thanks, Billy. So remember, smart moms choose Sugar Bombs for a happy and healthy family.